about suicide is not pretty. It's not. It's actually very sad and terrifying and petrifying. We have a 33% rise in suicides around the country in the last, the greatest rate of suicide since the Great Depression in the 1920s. Something must be done about it so that we curb the numbers, lower them, and reduce them to nil, and get to zero suicides as soon as humanly possible. We have a lot of issues this world has to overcome and face: global warming, issues with the melting polar ice caps. But if we don't keep our people here to keep each other safe, where are we going to be from now on? So suicide prevention is the key. Let's get up there. Truth about suicide. Let's have a conversation that helps heal. Bye. Hey guys. Hi. How are you? Good. See you. You too. Hello. How are you? Good.
Did you get your rest?
I did. Hi. How are you? Hey guys, what's cracking, Hope Nation? It's Kevin Hines, and today we are in Fort McMurray, Canada, here where they've had some devastating fires that have engulfed the lands here and taken the trees and made them nil. I'm here with my friend Linda, who we've been talking with and working with all day long. We had a suicide prevention symposium this morning, having one throughout the day, have another speech coming up in a few minutes, but I wanted to talk to you, Linda, about the fires, what they did to this community, and about what suicide is doing at large to this community. So break down the fires and the devastation, how it's affected the community. Let's start right there.
Okay, so basically in 2016, May 2016, the boreal forest, is where we are, was engulfed by flames. It was coined the Beast, it was the fire, because it was, to that point, was Canada's largest natural disaster. So our community had to evacuate. So 88,000 people had to escape Fort McMurray with flames literally on either sides of the road, stuff falling in front of them. It was something like an apocalypse. It was crazy. No lives were lost due to the fire. Sadly, there were a couple of people that died because of a car accident, but not due to the fire. But since then, people returning home. We came home to fire trucks with banners out and people saying we're going to rebuild and we're going to rise from the ashes. And that's true. We are going to, and we are doing it. But not everybody is as quick as other people. So the mental wellness, or the lack thereof, is not great. There's people who have lost capacity. There are bereaved parents who lost their home, and then their child's urn, which was in their home, which they lost. Now every memory they have of their child is gone. So life has bottomed out. And as we know, life isn't fair often. So there would be things that people would suffer, other losses. There was an economic downturn. There was so much that's happened to Fort McMurray. We're basically the economic driver for Canada. And we've gone into recession. And people's lives are in a hopeless state, a lot of them. Not all, but there's a lot of people not in a good way.
And hopelessness, we know, is one of the key factors that leads to suicidal ideation and attempts. So we have to lift that hopelessness into helpfulness and into hope, and back from hope into purpose. And if we can find purpose, we can help them find a solution to be here tomorrow. And so that's what you're doing today. Yeah. That's what your executive director, Jason, is a part of. Some other solutions you work for is putting this all together has brought me here today to instill hope, to instill light at the end of the tunnel so that people can recognize, A, their true value, B, that they can rebuild, and see that if we can spark a movement to restructure what we've lost, you can rebuild community and have that vigor for life again.
Yes.
All right, guys, now we're going to go in over here and we're going to have a conversation really quickly before I have to go in and present with the man himself, Executive Director Jason. Jason, hi, how are you?
Good, man.
Great
How are
to
you?
see you. Very good to see you. I'm doing well. Well, first of all, I was told that in between working really, really hard, you're downstairs training in what is it, jiu-jitsu and what else? Tell me, break it down.
Jiu-jitsu, it's mainly, that's my go-to, is jiu-jitsu. About 6 hours a week. I'm out in the community in our local martial arts club, and we're just helping adults and their physical fitness and their physical well-being. I'm a big component and believer that it's that physical part of your recovery in your body that you really need to take care of to build your own capacity.
If you build the body, you can feed the mind, and that's how I look at it too. I work out twice a day, every single day, double days, 23 minutes a day, because it leads to 12 hours of better mood. Twice a day, 24 hours of better mood. we do this because not only does it help us, but if we exercise and inspire other people to exercise, then they're going to feel better mentally as well. And if we inspire a community to feel better mentally through jiu-jitsu or through weight training or whatever, we can help other people find the will to keep moving forward, which I think is the key. Now, what do you have to say about your community, your company, SOS, and how it has been a part of rebuilding and restructuring this effort?
First, I have to say, I guess I come at it from a very unique perspective with our recovery, because prior to some other solutions, I was actually involved in government housing. So I'm seeing the housing, the structure rebuild in the community. And then I transitioned out of there and I come over to some other solutions, which is now dealing with the person. It's dealing with the mental health, the mental well-being of individuals. And I have to say, I'm quite impressed with the work some other solutions has done before I come on board. And then when I came in and I started working with them and the way they're involved in the community, bringing in events like yourself to bring that message of hope and empowerment. And that's what they're all about. It's just building their capacity by giving them hope. We give them capacity and we help them be healthy in themselves. We can go out and help our own community. And that's exactly what some other solutions have been doing.
So healthy body, mind, spirit, soul, and everything in between. Physicality is important. Put it all together. Like First Lady Rosalind Carter of America said 60 years ago, it's not about mental health and physical health, it's just health. And if we can focus on that together, we can do anything. Thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate it. Let's get in there, give this presentation, and get some hope inspired in these folks so we can move forward. Bye.